Welcome to another installment of Gateway Today. I'm your host, David Kash Vasquez, and as you know, Gateway Today is all about Gateway Community Health Center. Specifically, this episode aims to highlight a very special event, a very special fundraiser for us, and not only that, but just a special recognition of those heroes in healthcare right here in our very own community. And this year, we got a chance to honor one of our pillars, a man who has dedicated his whole life to service of Laredo, and that is none other than United States Congressman Dr. Henry Cuellar, who we got a chance to honor with our Heroes in Healthcare Gala. Then we'll hear from some of the people who've been directly impacted by Congressman Cuellar and how he's been a huge inspiration in their lives. Then we take a walk down memory lane where the congressman's family shares their earliest memories of the congressman and his aspirations of wanting to be in public service. And finally, we get a chance to hear from the hero himself. Dr. Henry Cuellar shares his words of thanks and gratitude for his nomination and award of being this year's Hero in Healthcare at our Heroes in Healthcare Gala 2023. We got a lot of show to cover, so make sure you sit back and relax. Another installment of Gateway Today starts now. Welcome to another installment of Gateway Today. Well, at the beginning of the program, we told you that this year was special because this year we got a chance to honor a hero in healthcare at our Heroes in Healthcare Gala, and it's none other than a pillar of this community, our United States Congressman, Dr. Henry Cuellar. Check out the sights and sounds from our gala. Tonight is being presented by Unitrade Group and Falcon Bank. Thank you so much for your support of Gateway Community Health Center. The mission of Gateway Community Health Center is simple. It's to provide high quality health care for everyone. When Gateway talks about high quality health care, it doesn't just mean high quality medical care. It doesn't just mean high quality dental care. It doesn't just mean high quality behavioral health care. It means accessibility. It means ease of access for our patients or anyone who is seeking a better life or better health. No matter whether they're insured or underinsured or have an ability to pay, that is what tonight is all about and what Gateway Community Health Center stands for. The prevention of illness before it becomes an illness, a disease before it becomes a disease. Tonight is all about that very mission. So thank you to all of you for being here.
So like I said, I'm Eduardo Garza, a physician and core faculty member with Gateway Community Health Center. But tonight I am representing my father and mother, Licenciado Eduardo Garza Robles and Juanita Garza, who owned the Unitrade Group. My family has supported Gateway clinics for over 15 years. As an international organization, Unitrade Group recognizes the need for quality, affordable, and accessible health care for the uninsured and insured patients of our community. My family would also like to acknowledge the tremendous support that we get in Laredo from Congressman Henry Cuellar, not only his support of healthcare, but of roads, bridges, education, and other important community projects. Thank you, Gateway, and thank you, Congressman Cuellar, for your continuous support to our community. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to see such a great crowd here for this great event. Elmo, congratulations on your fifth, all right, and your fifth event. Hard to keep track, just like it's hard to keep track of all your clinics that you're opening up. Congratulations on the newest one you're going to open up. You're doing great. The residency program is another feather in your cap. Thank you for doing that. Healthcare is very important in Laredo, as you all know. When people want to move into a community, they look for what they have as far as education and what they have on the medical side. So I think the residency program is going to be a big hit because we've already started keeping some of our residents, and we're going to keep more of them. And again, hats off to you, Elmo, and your team. Your board of directors, Lauro, does a great job. You know how important it is to be on a board for a facility. So congratulations on all the work that they do, and then your great doctors. You do a lot of great stuff. I think you're not a secret anymore. I mean, everybody knows what you guys do. Congratulations to Henry. We need more funding. Just have him send more money. We need more money. So I think Elmo will side on that. So again, thank you for allowing Falcon Bank to be a sponsor. We've teamed up with you guys, and we've always helped you. So we appreciate the opportunity to do that. Thank you.
I am Laredo Garcia. I'm the chairman of the board of Gateway Community Health Center, and I've been at it for 40 years. On behalf of the board and staff, welcome to our Heroes in Healthcare Gala, honoring U.S. Congressman Henry Cuellar. Gateway has worked with Congressman Cuellar on funding projects in grants for nearly 20 years. Congressman Cuellar has secured funding for our clinic expansions and remodeling projects. We will now have not one clinic, but 2 state-of-the-art clinics to help patients with accessibility and affordability. Thank you, Congressman Cuellar, and thank you all for your continued support of Gateway. And like David mentioned, Gateway is open to everybody, not necessarily, it's just a house for anybody that needs health care. We're trying to make Gateway the best clinics, the best service that basically we can provide. And we'll continue to providing this service to everybody that lives in this community, Webb County, Zapata, Heavenville. We basically are looking to see how we can better provide health care to everybody in those counties. Hopefully we could provide health care to other counties because we're ready to go for it. Thank you very much.
We honor and recognize this year's gala honoree, Congressman Dr. Henry Cuellar. Today, we celebrate the many contributions made to our community through his leadership in Congress. His dedication, advocacy, tireless efforts have played a pivotal role in advancing access to affordable, quality health care in Laredo and our surrounding area. Congressman Cuellar has always understood and believed in our mission of providing quality health care for everyone. You will learn from the video that we're going to show you in a minute about Congressman Cuellar's family, where you will see there are parallels and similarities regarding Gateway and Congressman Cuellar's family. Gateway Community Health Center began caring for migrant farm workers in the fall of 1963. As back then it was known as a program of the Laredo Webb County Migrant Health Initiative Program, or the Migrant UHI. This funding came from the federal government through the National Health Act of 1962. There are many of you who weren't even born in 1962. As you will learn from my video, Congressman Cuellar's mom and dad were migrant farm workers. This rise of the migrant farm worker movement in the early 1960s, led by Cesar Chavez, Dolores Huerta, and others across our nation, led to improvements in healthcare, housing, education, and led to much better working conditions for migrant farm workers and their families, especially the migrant workers who lived along the U.S.-Mexico border, Latinos who went up north picking grapes or potatoes or strawberries or other fruits and vegetables which help feed our nation. Gateway clinics eventually morphed from the Migrant Worker UHI program to a federally qualified health clinic, of which today there are 1,500 of us not-for-profit clinics across the United States with over 12,000 clinic locations, serving last year over 35 million patients, those most in need of healthcare. In Texas, there are 75 FQHCs with over 660 clinics, serving over 1.5 million patients. Gateway Community Health Centers has 9 clinics in our service area of Webb, Jim Hogg, Heavenville, Texas. We're the only clinic in Heavenville, Texas, and in Zapata, Texas, Zapata County. With our 10th clinic being constructed on the west side at this time, and our 11th clinic coming soon on the Mines Road. And I'd like to take a moment to recognize not only Congressman Cuellar's funding assistance for the West Side Clinic, but also Councilwoman Alisa Segovoria's tremendous support for the West Side Clinic. Alisa, can you stand up, please? Without her vision back in 2019, we wouldn't have had the clinic being constructed today. I would also like to recognize the Faskin family. The Faskin family, through their representatives Bill Skeen and Jose Ceballos and staff, have donated 1.27 acres of land for our new Mines Road Clinic at the corner of Mines Road and the loop going into the bridge, the World Trade Bridge. That's big. Thank you. Thank the Faskin family. Thank you, Lisa. And thank you, Congressman Cuellar, for providing earmarked funding for each clinic, $2 million each clinic. That's for this year. That you can, yeah. We're recording this. We're sending it to Henry. We have over 32,000 registered patients with over 80 clinicians, doctors, dentists, nurse practitioners, physician assistants, dental hygienists, pharmacists, and behavioral health specialists, including psychiatry. Just think of Gateway as a large doctor's office with primary medical care, primary dental care, primary behavioral health care, pharmacy, lab, and radiology services, all under one roof. For quality healthcare, come to Gateway. Remember, your health is your wealth, so take care of it. And now, on with the show. David?
Well, the sights and sounds of this year's gala, a true inspiration to everyone that was in attendance. And of course, those of you watching at home, we hope to do the same for you with today's show. A big thank you to all of our sponsors who came through to support this year's gala, specifically our premier sponsors like Unitrade Group, who celebrated 35 years of business right here in the community. Our thanks to Unitrade for being a proud supporter of Gateway Community Health Center. Also a proud supporter, Falcon Bank, who got a chance to share a few words with us about this year's honoree, specifically Mr. Jorge Gonzalez, Falconshire Insurance Agency President. Check it out.
Healthcare is super important, and especially in Laredo where we're underserved, and there are a lot of people in our town that don't have insurance. So what Gateway does is helps a ton of people. You know, if you can pay or you can't pay, they'll see you. So that's why we support Gateway, Gateway Community Health for all that they do. Not only the medical, the dental, the behavioral health. So they're a great partner in Laredo for healthcare. Henry Cuellar and I went to high school at Nixon together back 50 years ago. And Henry has always fought for Laredo. He's a good friend, and he really genuinely cares about Laredo. I know that healthcare is very important to him. I was with Mercy Health Plans when he did the CHIPS program for the young kids. So from the very beginning, Henry has taken care of our community as, you know, in relations to healthcare. Falcon Bank, I mean, we're a community bank, and you know, we start our meetings with prayers, and we're about faith, family, and Falcon. So we believe in giving back to the community, and our president, Gilbert Larvais, is very dedicated and always looking to see how we can help. And we have a partnership with Gateway. You know, we take care of them and we support them. So I'm blessed to work for Falcon Bank because they do give back to the community.
Our thanks to Jorge for sharing a little insight into the Congressman's dedication to our community and to healthcare. Also inspired by the Congressman, his daughter, Catherine, who shared a few words. Check it out.
Hi, my name is Catherine Cuellar. I am Mr. Cuellar's daughter. And I'm here to support my dad all the way. I think one thing that people tend to forget is that my dad is a human being. He has care for everyone, and I know some people can think differently, but my dad is the sweetest, kindest person in the world. So him getting a reward like this is, to me, not a surprise. I've seen my dad behind the scenes, in front of cameras, and he is the exact same person, a caring, loving dad, and a member of a community. I've heard the story a million times, and in all the times I get emotional. I get emotional because of the background he grew up in and how much he had to fight growing up, with education and everything, and how much of an amazing person he is. And again, receiving this reward is not a surprise to my dad. I'm so happy for this, and I started crying. I looked at my uncle and my aunt, and I was like, is anyone else crying in here? Is it just me? I am so proud of him. I love him so much. I will keep on fighting to the day I die for my dad and for my family, for all my family. So him receiving this reward is receiving a reward to all of us. And to my dad, keep on fighting, keep on being you, awesome, strong, amazing, and I love you. We all love you, Dad. We all love you.
Well, there's somebody that could tell you the truth about me. It's my daughter, and the congressman's no different, as Catherine, his daughter, got a chance to share those words of inspiration and how cool of a dad the congressman really is behind the scenes. All right, so we're taking a stroll down memory lane as the congressman's sister and brother share a few words of his history and his aspirations to be a public servant.
Growing up in a small town, it was beautiful. We grew up from humble beginnings, resources were limited, but, we were rich in love, support, wisdom, and guidance.
What I can remember is that Henry was a little bit different than the rest of us. He was the eldest, and he was always studying. And he always had, a glass of milk, that he would be sipping on, and always, with his toes, moving them around and watching TV or studying.
I was young, but as I grew older, it became very apparent that continued throughout his life. That's something that he always knew that was important. Our parents taught us that obviously the key to success was going to be education.
Henry had a different view. He wanted to come back to Laredo and go to college here, go to high school and college. He was taking a leap that was beyond my comprehension.
Congressman Cuellar and I grew up together. We were not only in Nixon, but we were at Lamar also. Lamar Junior High, and then we both played in the mighty Mustang Band. And then he went on to get educated at UT in Georgetown, and he came back to Laredo to help serve the community. And he has served the community in a big capacity, especially with helping a Gateway Community Health Center ever since he's been in politics. And in the 2000s, when we really started growing, he provided a lot of funding for us at that time. Then he went into Congress, the U.S. Congress. He became our U.S. Congressman back then. And he has provided millions and millions of dollars for us to care for our patients.
I think it's important for him because of, where we come from. Back then, we didn't have any insurance. We didn't have any insurance. My father and mother were migrant workers. And I think he started the CHIP program, where the kids are getting health insurance, and I know that he supports it very strongly because of our background, where we started. I didn't know what insurance was back then, and we didn't get it. We went to the doctor and paid how we could, how my parents could, but there's a lot of people that were, that are in this same position like we were, and I think Henry has never forgotten where he comes from.
our parents taught us, do what's right, no matter what the consequences may be. And I think we've seen that in him. And I think that's so important. And to be honest and always treat everyone with respect and communicate, learn how to collaborate with individuals to get things done. He inspires other people to achieve their dreams and their goals, but it takes hard work. And that's what he did. He worked so hard to achieve everything that he has, and all the monies that he brings. I mean, he makes it seem like it's so easy, but it's not.
Congressman Cuellar has always helped community health centers like ours throughout his district and throughout the nation ever since he was elected into Congress back in the early 2000s. So it's been a 20-year relationship, and he knows the way we work nationally and statewide and locally. We're in constant contact with Congressman Cuellar, as well as the folks in his office who help us quite a bit, because all of them, from Congressman Cuellar on down, understand our mission, understand how we work as a quasi-federal agency, how we receive federal funding, and how we use those federal funds to take care of our patients, those that are most in need in our community. There's such a need here for quality healthcare, accessible healthcare, affordable healthcare, and that's what we're going to be providing here at Gateway Community Health Center.
Well, after watching that video, I am truly inspired by this year's Hero in Healthcare. Our thanks to Sheriff Martin Cuellar and Rosie Cuellar for sharing their earliest memories and political aspirations of this year's nominee, Dr. Henry Cuellar. Well, coming up after the break, we actually get to hear from this year's Hero in Healthcare, so stay close. More Gateway Today on the way.
Gateway Pediatrics invites you to make an appointment for your child's next pediatric visit for your wellness checks, pediatric vaccines, physicals, and for any other healthcare needs. With 6 clinics to serve you. Call Gateway Pediatrics at 956-795-8100.
Gateway Sports Medicine has grown leaps and bounds to provide quality health care for everyone in Laredo and the surrounding areas, providing multiple sports medicine services for adults and children. Now we welcome Dr. Eduardo Garza, our new sports medicine physician, to our team, helping the athletes of Laredo be at the peak of their performance. Dr. Eduardo Garza brings his knowledge and experience to Gateway Community Health Center. With school around the corner, get your star athlete checked out today and welcome Dr. Eduardo Garza to Gateway Sports Medicine.
Welcome back to Gateway Today. Well, before the break, we told you we'd introduce you to this year's Hero in Healthcare. If you don't already know him, he is a pillar of this community, and we are proud to call him this year's Hero in Healthcare, United States Congressman representing the 28th District of Texas, Dr. Henry Cuellar. Check it out.
It's a pleasure being here with you tonight. I want to thank the Gateway Community Health Center for awarding me the Hero Healthcare Award. I wish I could be there with you this evening, but as you know, the House is back in session and I'm needed here in Washington, D.C. I know that my wife Imelda and my daughter Catherine are there with you in my place, and I certainly say hello to them and to my family, my brothers and sisters. So over the years, I've seen the great work that the Gateway has done for our community, and I know how important Gateway is for public health in South Texas. Since 1989, Gateway has grown to serve over 32,000 patients in Webb, Zapata, and Jim Howe counties. As a federally qualified health center, the Gateway Community Clinic provides affordable care for our community, regardless of the ability to pay. In Congress, in the House Appropriations Committee, I've added federal funding to support community health centers across the nation, but especially for the Gateway Community Clinic. Locally, I've helped secure funding for 4 clinics, one on the west side of Laredo, one on Mines Road, one at the Laredo College South Campus, and one in the Rio Bravo and Cenizo area. These clinics are being placed in areas with high needs. and will ensure that more patients will receive affordable care. I've continued to fight for funding to benefit all federally qualified health centers. In fact, last year also, I helped pass the historic Inflation Reduction Act, which caps insulin costs at $35 per month for Medicare patients, makes shingles and Tdap vaccines free for Medicare patients, creates an out-of-pocket maximum of $2,000 for Medicare Part D, and lowers the out-of-pocket cost for the sickest patients, like patients that have MS or cancer, who will no longer be able to pay once they reach that devastating cost phase. The IRA also allows, for the first time, the Department of Health and Human Services to directly negotiate prices for 10 Medicare drugs, including some drugs to treat cancer and diabetes. In other words, bring down the cost of those drugs. In the state legislature, I helped create the first CHIP program to provide health care for children that don't have insurance. In fact, this pilot program was started here in Laredo at the Farias Elementary School. Now over 900,000 children benefit from this program every single year. I will continue to fight for increased access to healthcare for our community. So I want to thank Lauro Garcia, Gateway Board Chair, Elmo Lopez, the Gateway CEO, one of my band members that we served together, for their leadership. And I want to thank all the board members, the doctors, the nurses, the staff of all the Gateway clinics for the work that you do every day. Thank you also to the gala sponsor, Eduardo Garza and Unitrade, Gilbert Advice and Falcon Bank, Emma Montezewin and the Doctors Hospital of Laredo, John Kovacs and Siemens, and all of the other supporters. You truly have made this year's gala a huge success. And again, thank you for giving me this award. And I want to thank the Gateway for the work, for their service that they provide every single day. I want to say to all of y'all, take care and may God bless you.
Congratulations goes out to our hero in healthcare for 2023, United States Congressman Dr. Henry Cuellar. Congressman Cuellar, on behalf of all of us here at Gateway Community Health Center, we thank you for your continuous support of our clinics, our staff, and of course, our patients. If you want to find out more about high-quality medical, dental, or behavioral health care services, simply visit gatewaychc.com or call 956-795-8100 to become a patient today. Remember, Gateway turns no one away for services. Whether you have insurance or don't have insurance or an ability to pay, you can see somebody today at Gateway Community Health Center. If you want to catch a full rewind of this episode or any of our other Gateway Today episodes, head over to our YouTube channel and search Gateway Community Health Center, and don't forget to smash that subscribe button. As always, we thank you for watching this installment of Gateway Today, and remember, your health is your wealth, so take care of it.
Sports Medicine brinda atención de calidad en Laredo y las áreas cercanas, ofreciendo servicios de medicina deportiva para todas las edades. Le damos la bienvenida al Dr. Eduardo Garza, médico de medicina deportiva. El Dr. Garza brinda su experiencia a Gateway Community Health Center, lo cual ayudará a sus pacientes a que continúen siendo atletas de alto rendimiento. Con el regreso a clases, evalúe a su atleta estrella hoy y dele la bienvenida al Dr. Eduardo Garza a Gateway Sports Medicine.